Hi, this is Kathy from Moving with Presence Yoga Therapy. What I have for you today is just a short practice to bring some freedom and lightness back into the shoulders, the neck, the upper body. So for this practice, you will need a blanket or a bath towel, and you'll need a strap and some kind of a chair. So we'll begin by doing just a moment or so focused breathing, lying on a supported rolled blanket. So if you have a blanket or your towel, mine is folded rectangularly. And then I'm going to take that rectangle and roll it up so it's a narrow rolled shape of the blanket. All right. Now you might find when you lie down on the rolled blanket that you need a little more under your head. You can take a small pillow, or if you have another blanket, you could take that and lay it across the part of the blanket where your head will be. For this particular practice, you'll want to aim to have the bottom of the shoulder blades right around this bottom edge of the roll here. So you'll set yourself up to sit in front of your blanket and then lie down onto your back. And you can have, again, adjusting so that the bottom of the shoulder blades are resting on the edge of the rolled blanket. Your head can have some support underneath as necessary. So in this position, the blanket is supporting your upper back spine. The shoulders and the shoulder blades are organized in such a way that they may be draping off the two sides of the blanket. And you can just rest your elbows on the floor and bring your palms of your hands to your middle torso. Perhaps the palms of the hands are cradling the lower ribs. And just pausing here for a moment, feeling your feet on the earth as your knees are bent. Feeling the back of your pelvis. Sensing the material of the blanket or your towel between your shoulder blades and the back of your head. Sensing the shoulders and arms. And as you're coming more into presence with your body, just start to feel and tune into the breath without changing the length of the breath or the depth of your breath. Just enjoy breath coming in and out of your nose. Perhaps you feel some movement in your belly or your mid-torso, or a little bit in the upper torso. Just connecting, easy and relaxed. Feel with each exhale a softening to the muscles around your face, your eyes, a softening through your arms, torso, your whole body. Just a little break here, well deserved. And then maintaining that nice, easy breath, just going to have you take your palms and place them, the heels of your hands, towards the forehead or onto the forehead. So your fingers just drape up over the top of your head. Now the elbows are pointing towards the sky, but you don't have to try and align your elbows to point straight up. Just let the upper arms relax down into the shoulder sockets, wherever it feels comfortable. So your elbows might be out at a little bit of an angle. In this variation, we don't want to let the elbows wing way out to the side, but just find where it feels comfortable in this position to have your palms on your forehead and your fingers resting over the top. And then tuning in to the muscles around your shoulder blades. So just sense if you can feel, maybe you feel the blanket, or you feel the edges of the inner border of the shoulder blades against the blanket. And then start to lift the elbows up towards the sky, but generating that movement from the shoulder blades. And then let the shoulder blades soften back towards the earth. So we're lifting the shoulder blades up, and that brings the elbows up. And then softening the shoulder blades back down, and that brings the elbows down. So instead of thinking about moving from your elbows, let your elbows kind of move along for the ride. And this movement's coming from your shoulder blades. Hands are relaxed. Neck is soft. Notice if there's a tendency to push or try to force or brace. And if you're noticing that, just pause and breathe and maybe move a little smaller range of motion. So there's no need to push or rush. Let's just do a couple more like this. The shoulder blades, as they're moving towards the spine and away from the spine, they're sliding on the back of the rib cage. After your next one there, just go ahead and bring your arms down. Just let your arms relax. Wherever they're comfortable, you can have hands back onto your torso again, or perhaps you want to have the arms along the floor. And again, tuning back into that softness of your body. And then we'll do one more movement lying on this blanket roll. So bringing your arms up towards the sky, soften the elbows out to the side a little. And just feeling the shoulder blades relax towards the floor, soften the arms. And then keeping the same angle in your elbow, start to move your arms out to the side. Maybe the arms touch the floor or not. Keeping the same angle in your elbow. So the angle of the elbow doesn't change because we're moving at the upper arm and the shoulder. So just nice and easy. Now, if you like, you can stay with whatever breath is flowing organically. Or if you want to, you can inhale slowly as the arms go wide and exhale slowly as the arms come towards the center. Focusing on the arm bone moving in the shoulder socket. Relaxing through your neck, your face, your eyes. Just a few more of these here. This isn't really an exercise necessarily to do a ton of repetitions about. It's more of connecting your brain, your body, quieting down any compensations, bracing or tensing, and just noticing your movement. All right, and then next time the arms open up, you can bring the hands, palms open to the sky, or again, have your hands on your torso. And let's take 3 breaths here. And then very slowly, we're going to roll off to one side. Press yourself up away from the floor. You can move your blanket or towel aside. And find your way up into standing. So standing, just nice and easy. Let your arms relax by your side. And noticing your breath here, noticing the quality of the muscles around your arms, neck, shoulders. And then let's keep the right arm just relaxed by your side. Take the left hand fingertips just to the side of your head. Elbows pointing out to the side. And then start to side bend to your right. So the movement's coming through the torso. The left shoulder's relaxed and easy, and feel the weight nice and centered through your feet. The left side of the torso is lengthening. The right side is contracting slightly. And then slowly rise all the way back up. Release your hand back to your side. Keep the left arm down now. Right hand comes up, just fingertips to the side of your head. And the movement now to the side bend comes through the torso. Shoulders stay relaxed. Breathing gently, nice, slow, easy breaths. We're lengthening through the right side body and contracting a little through the left side body. And stay here for just one more breath. And then slowly standing all the way back up, bring your right arm back down. Take your chair. Now you can come to a chair if you don't want to bring your chair to your mat, if you're using a mat. All we're going to do here is have the chair positioned so that you can kneel down in front of the chair seat. Now, if you find that you need your blanket under your knees, that's totally fine. So you can take your rolled blanket that you were using and just make a nice little fold there and make some support for your knees. So we're going to be kneeling, tall kneel here in front of the chair. Now, I don't have any preference for your feet. You can have the tops of the feet flat or the toes tucked under, whatever is comfortable. And you're going to bend from your hips and bring your forearms to the chair. Now, I have my palms together in prayer. You can interlace your fingers gently if you like. We're just going to keep this angle of the elbows. Now, the elbows can be a little forward of the shoulders here. All right, and you're leaning some weight into the seat of the chair. Now, I've got a bend at the hips, and I'm having my forearms rest on the chair. Now, I'm going to start to shift forward and back. And where I'm shifting from, where my intention is to be shifting from, are my hips here and my shoulder joint here. So what I mean by that is if I'm not moving through just my hips and my shoulders, something that might happen would be as you shift back, your spine starts to round like a cat. And then maybe as you come forward, it might stay rounded or it might change shape and go into a little bit of a back bend. Now, the idea being here is our intention is to move through the hips and the shoulders. Our intention is not to pull and yank the ribs in and create tension around the rib cage and shoulders, right? Because we could very easily try to pull our ribs in and stabilize our spine that way, but then all of that tension starts to lead into restricted breathing, maybe inviting tension up through the neck or the shoulders or even down into the lower back. So instead, what I'd like you to play with here is moving just purely through the hips, the legs where they meet the pelvis, and where the arm meets the shoulder joint. And so your spine is just along for the ride. You can look down towards the chair, towards your hands, all right? And you can stay with this. This is great to build strength and connection for poses like downward dog, all right? Now, if you'd like to, you can also bring your elbow points to the chair and bring your palms up. Now, this is going to create a little bit of a different angle, and you might find as you shift back and forth that the tops of your shoulders want to glide up towards the ears. That just means that you're going too far for what's available in your body today. So this makes this movement a little bit more involved. And we're not going, even though I could go really far back and kind of get a nice stretch for my sides of the body, I'm just seeing where can I move functionally here through my hips and my shoulders, where my spine stays stable. Right? Really nice. And then go ahead and bring your forearms back to the chair. All right, and then let's come up and stand once again. You can take your blanket aside. Let's stand in front of your chair and just pause a moment with your arms by your side. Just noticing how your body is meeting this moment. And then standing on your left foot, bring your right foot up to the chair. Now, if you need a wall, you could do this with your hand near a wall if you need support, standing on one leg. And let's bring your palms together in front of your heart and take a little twist to the right. Come back through the center and twist to the left. And go back and forth a few times, soft through the tops of the shoulders. The pelvis and legs are staying more square to the front, so to speak. And the movement's coming through the ribs, the upper back. All right, so you're dynamically twisting. Now let's stay to the right. Bring the left hand across and take the right arm back. Just a nice little lengthening of the back arm. Breathe here. Turning your head in a way that feels comfortable. And then return back to the center. Bring your right foot down. Left foot comes up. Hands come together in front of your heart. And just start these. I like to think about these maybe as core twist. So you're rotating to the left and to the right. And you might be able to feel some of your midsection muscles engaging or starting to light up there as you're turning. Keeping the pelvis and legs more steady. Then when you come back to the left side again, take the right hand to the left knee, left arm reaches back, sensing into your breath and turning your head to a comfortable range. Twister, lovely poses to create space through the ribs and the shoulders. And then returning back to center, bring your left foot down. And then last thing we'll do here is bring your chair or to face, well, I'm going to turn the chair to face this direction and just take a seat in the chair. Place your hands right at the lower ribs, letting your elbows relax, shoulders relax out to the side, the elbows out to the side, and just take a nice few easy breaths here. Breathing into your hands. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your pelvis grounding on your seat. Nice, slow breaths. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. And thank yourself for taking some time to practice with me. Namaste.